Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got another haul for you for, as you probably see by the title, Dior Spring Beauty Haul 2026. I thought when I wrapped up my last video that would be it for 2025, but then Dior had to go and drop a bombshell, didn't he? And I guess it's quite clever marketing really to drop a new launch on Boxing Day while people are still getting money for the end of the month and they're still excited about opening presents. So they're going to be excited by the haul from Dior. I've got to say the whole spring collection is quite extensive for Dior and it's quite a good one this time. I don't generally bother with Dior at all really for the spring. I get the odd piece, but I've got couple today, but I probably will buy more as well. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you're new to my channel, my name's Mirific Beauty. I do reviews on high-end beauty. I do not get any of these products sent for me to review. I buy them all with my own money and they're products that I'm interested in. You know, I like to share them with you. I also do some beauty that targets more maturing skin like my own, but then again some hauls like today's Dior haul is lovely for everyone. Let's get into it. As I said, they dropped it online Boxing Day. I've just received it in the post, nice bashed box there, so some of my packaging got a little bit bashed. However, no products were harmed in the making of this video. Anyway, here we go. I have opened it already just to have a look and I've got one of the products on today. I've done my face, but the bronzer I'm going to put on today with my #1 contour stick so we can see how it works, and I've got comparisons for the bronzer as well. If you watch my last video you would have seen that I was disappointed with the last powder bronzer released by Dior. Hence, I'm so happy they brought out a stick one, and that was not advertised anywhere, so that was one that was really kept secret. I think there are a lot about the lip oils, and I've noticed that there's a lot of young influencers that have been given all the 3 new perfumes. Those perfumes are like sort of the equivalent of the Kayali type perfumes, sweet, gourmand, desserty. I'd say more for a youthful audience. However, you may like really sweet perfumes, so I'm not judging here. I'm just saying that I've tried them I've tried them because I've got the sachets here. I'm going to go through them with you and I'll give you my thoughts on them. Let's just get into it with what I bought, what I did pick up. I picked up 3 items. One of them was not in the new launch, however it's a product I wear all the time and I just love. I've got it on my lips now. It's great for plumping out the lips. Yes, lip maximizer. So I thought I'd pick one up while I was picking the 2 new items up. First off, I've got, I'll just pop my glasses on, the Forever Skin Bronze Bronzing Balm Stick, which gives a buildable ultra natural finish, long wear and comfort. It is 8 grams and I got it in shade 03 light medium. Now why did I buy this shade? Because there's 2 shades lighter than this. Shade 1 was far too yellowy and fair, not the right tone for my skin. The second one was a lot like the previous bronzer. I'll show you that one I bought. It was a lot like this shade, which I already mentioned. I don't really reach for it. It's not my favourite. So I thought I would go with the most cool toned shade. I will put a cutaway of the shade card here. And you'll see it's probably the most cool toned of the lot of them. And it is the light medium. So that is the packaging there, not unlike that packaging, is it? It is lovely, quite tactile, but it's plastic. And when I opened this morning, it came shooting out the bullet, and sadly I just realised, oh yeah, I just realised I showed you that upside down. Sorry. So that is the right way up. There's the little design on top, and then that is the shade at the base to show you any details. These do not say what shelf life they have. I don't believe they do have one. No, no. Gives you a little bit of detail there on how you can apply it as well, if you want to stop that the video and look at that. I opened this up this morning and it came flying out. I damaged the top of it, but luckily it was just the CD logo. It's rubbed off because I've done a swatch for the short I've done. So that is the shade there, and I will swatch it on the back of my hand for now, and then that's it there. And as you can see, it's slightly deeper shade, and I will just blend that out. I will compare it to the others in a moment. So that's blended out there. That's just straight from the stick, and it just blended out straight away, really smooth, no issues whatsoever. Then I picked up the Dior Lip Maximizer. I love these. I champion these all the time. I've got a number of shades in them. Here's a couple I've got or I own already. This one is the Holo Lavender. So that's that there, and I think, and it is still available, by the way. So you should check that out as well. It's lovely. And then I've got the opaque blue one. I picked this out from a collection because I wanted to see how it compared to Aqua Pop, which was the one I picked up in 094. These are fantastic for wearing over lipsticks on their own with a bit of lip liner, as you can see there. They're just fabulous. What I tend to do with them, I'll get a neutral pale shade like this. I will pop it on before I go to bed of a night, leave it on overnight, and your lips are just moist and slightly plumped overnight. It's in my opinion, the best way to wear these. If you've got a coloured one, it's worth wearing them of a day as well. And so there you go. That is, now it's coming up a bit brighter on camera, but that is the shade there, and it has pink, lilac and silver shimmer, and I have it on my lips, and I'll put a bit more on, and you can see there they give a mild tingly sensation, so don't be unnerved by them. And then there is the other one that I'll compare, the pale blue, which is more of a opaque colour, so it's like more creamy on the lips. That is the more shimmery one. My video just cut out there for some unknown reason. However, I'm just moving on now to the lip oil I purchased, the shade I purchased. There is 16 available. I've just got the Dior website up so I can go through what actually is in this lip oil. I've never bought a lip oil by Dior because I do the lip maximizers, but apparently it is equally caring as the maximizer is for the lips. Like, I never suffer from dry lips in the winter because I do wear the maximizer every night. I do also wear the lip balms occasionally by Dior as well. They're great, and what they do is they coat the lip without it being sticky or too wet, because when they're too wet they just wear off as well. What they do is if you wear one of the lip maximizer overnight, it slowly just dissipates into your lips. You don't feel anything in the morning, but like say, non-sticky, slightly tingly, minty feeling for the first, I'd say 15 minutes or so when you're wearing it. Moving on, as I said, to the lip oil. I'm just going to give you the 16 shades available. I'll give you a quick description, and it is combining lip care and makeup. Now, these Dior lip oils are known for leading the way in a great product that actually improves your lips. It's not just a gimmicky thing wearing them. Offers glow, delivers an instant mirror-like gloss effect without compromising on comfort. They are pH level activated, so they reveal. They're always slightly different on everyone's lips. They are enriched with nourishing cherry oil, and they can smooth the lips for up to 8 hours. They're available in 16 shades, three finishes. So it's either the juicy finish, a sparkly finish, or a glaze finish. Sparkly I do love, and I like the idea of the juicy. So I might look at a juicy one to buy next, or another sparkly one if I really enjoy this one. And like I say, 16 shades, and this I believe is the only one that is limited edition. I like the look of cupcake. That looks great. That's a sparkly sort of mother of pearl finish. 6 mils of product, or 0.2 fluid ounces, and it is 072 fizzy pink, and it's in the sparkly range. I'll get that out and show you there. I have done a short on these as well, so if you want to see the short videos, it's just Mirific Beauty. And there we have it. And then I'll cut away to showing you that on my lips as it is, and then later I'm going to remove this, put a lip pencil on, a lipstick, and then we're going to put this on again. Freebies. So I got, they tend to deal quite generous. I got activated one of them rose, the Dior Prestige line serums, and I got La Creme. And then I picked, as a choice of your own 2 free ones, I picked up the Dior Addict in the Purple Glow. This is their perfumes. They've released 3 perfumes there, 30 and 50 mils. They're quite expensive. I think the 70 odd pound for the 30 mil, and 98 for the 50 mil. That's the only sizes they do. I believe they're quite expensive for what they are, to be honest. Now with these, the Purple Glow is, the Dior Addict perfume has a fruity facet of flowers and a collection of indulging and colourful fragrances. 3 perfumes, 3 ways to glow with delight. Purple Glow unveils the beauty of candied iris with juicy raspberry nuances. And I've got to say, I tried this earlier. I'm going to pop it on again. So there it is on my wrist, on this wrist, to give it a... Now I won't rub the wrists together because apparently that's not good for the perfume when you do that. So that is the purple one. You definitely get raspberry to start with. I noticed I tried this earlier and I left it on, and it does develop with the warmth of your skin. And this one, I've got to say, is the favourite out of the 2 I picked up. I've heard the rose one is quite mild as well and sweet. This is very sweet. I'm getting the iris coming through now. It is quite sweet, like desserty. And then the next one I picked up was the Peachy Glow. And this one is Peachy Glow shines with soft peach notes blended in a jasmine infused vanilla cream. Now I did try this one as well, and I'll put this on this side. I found with this one the peach was so strong, and it came through more than any other part of the fragrance. I get like a fizzy peach, which is not unlike, they're not unlike Kayali perfumes, and I think that's the aim, is to address that, you know, young customer who loves Kayali. They will probably love these perfumes, and they're in the same ballpark price figure as the Kayali ones. Now I do like the purple one. The peach, it's too sweet. It's really peachy and sweet. I don't like it. I really don't. I prefer the purple one if I was to buy them, which I don't know if I would, but we'll see. Anyway, moving on to doing the I want to try the product on my face now. I'm just going to use one of Bare Minerals ones just to pop this on, and I'll just need my mirror. Now it tells you to pop it across the forehead. I do that anyway. Across the cheek, put there, if you can see. It's quite dark, isn't it? And then I'm going to pop a bit on the forehead, not too much, just a little bit, and a bit just on the jawline. There. Right, now, and then we're going to do, once I blend this through, we're going to do comparisons. Now this is not normally the brush I'd use, but the brush, so I'm going to have to buy a brush for this one, I think. And it is blending away so effortlessly. You can see there. I really do like the shade. My camera keeps cutting out today, and on my phone, I don't know why. And then I'm just going to do just under the chin, the big double chin there. I should have put the I'll put the contour one on as well. That would have been probably better to use under the chin and around. But however, that is a really, really nice shade. Really am liking that actually. Let me just do the forehead. Don't know what you think. Be really interesting to know. And I might just pop a bit just around the eye there. Yeah, I think this is the right shade for me, by the way. I think this one I will get a lot more wear out than the powder version by Dior. It's lovely and smoothing. It's matte, but not flat matte. Right, and then I'm just going to pop with my, I use this for my contour all the time, my #1 contour underneath, so you can see if it works well with it. And down the nose, bridge of the nose. I'm going to put a bit there. Right, and then I'm going to put a bit across the nose there. There we go. So we can compare and contrast. Now I like the Dior contour stick. It blends out really well. It's just a bit deeper than the #3. So I would have put a bit less than that on. Next time I will put a bit less than that on. But if you can see, they work so well together. So what do you make of that? I've just brightened up my ring light so you can see a bit better. As you can see, I've just blended out the contour in #1, and then on the upper cheek I've got the #3 light medium. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do swatch comparisons. There is the contour stick. I've got a flickering eye today. And then there is #3 light medium. Now that's quite a heavy swatch, so I'm going to just blend that out a little bit, and then blend that one out as well, just so you can see the difference. See, it's got a bit more bronzy warmth, but you would expect that to be cooler anyway, because this is a contour. So I think they work really well together as shades. I love them. And as you can see there, and then I will do a swatch of the number, which is the one I bought, which I'm not so impressed with. And this is the number 3 soft matte. So let me put that next to, see, now you see what I mean by it being warm and tanny colour. I just don't like it as much, but that, you can see how cool it is next to even that, can't you? And then I've got another one, my Chanel, which is my trusty favourite one. I love this one. And it is the Le Beige Soleil Tan Medium Bronze, and I have it in 392. And I will, sorry, it's a bit of a mess because I do use it a lot. And then I will swatch that again, and next to there, see, and that again is not quite as warm. See, I'd reckon that is not far from that, but it's better than this. And I love this one. It's not cool, but it's not dead warm. It's just right. It's one of them. But as you can see, 3 medium is a very cool colour. Works very well with the contour. Other than the powder one I wanted to show you, because this is the one I'm not happy with by Dior. I will get the other one out actually. Now this is the one I do love by Dior. It's the Forever Natural Bronze. They brought this out a couple of years back, and I got it in the warm bronze number 5. I love it more than this one. So that was it. This come out a year earlier, but I do absolutely love this one. There we go. See, I love that. And that is not, this is a bit of a deeper tone one, but as you can see, it just blends out, and it's not too dark for my skin at all. It's just, I really like it. But yeah, I love this one. See, that's why I don't like that. It's too warm, tanny, orangey looking. That number 5 is lovely. Chanel, lovely. And that's my contour stick. So that's just to compare them all, if you were thinking of buying one, and why I've picked that over. Number 2 looked a lot like that shade, and number 1 was really yellowy and pale. Would not suit me at all. Very warm. There's those. I'm just going to finish off my face. Moving back onto the lip, I've done just reline my lip, and I'm going to put, I got one of these little freebies, and it's matte. It's the Dior number 100 Nude Look matte lipstick. So I'm just going to pop this on. I'm not a big fan of matte lipsticks. I thought this lip oil, if you don't want to wear it on its own, it'd be great ideal if you've got matte lipsticks. And I will put the cutaway of me just popping the lip oil on a lined lip with no lipstick. So you can see the colour. That's a quite nice lipstick actually. It is a nudish pink. Okay, and then let's just get this lip oil on. So again, the lip oil, and I'll pop it on top of this lipstick. Again, my video's just cut out, so there we have it, and that is on top of the, so that is the 072 Fizzy Pink. I don't know what you think of that, on top of the Dior 100 Rouge Dior lipstick. So I think that's really nice actually, and it's got a slight tingly feeling, not too strong. It's really nice. I don't mind that actually. And then I'm just gonna quickly finish off with my trusty One Size finishing spray, and that is me done. Yeah, and that is me done there. So you'll have to let me know what you think of the bronzer and the contour together. I like the fact that it gives my cheeks colour, because I don't like tanny colours, and I like to think I'm wearing some colour, you know, in the winter. I'll do a cutaway in natural light of the bronzer itself and the comparisons. I'll take a photo of that as well and include it in. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Have a fabulous new year, and I will definitely see you in 2026. Take care, and don't forget, like the video if you did, and please subscribe. Thanks very much. Bye for now.